Welcome back to Speak Without Fear, the channel where we help you speak English boldly, naturally, and without any hesitation. I am so happy you are here for episode 2. Last week, we talked about why you freeze when speaking English and 3 powerful fixes to stop it. If you haven't watched that episode yet, go watch it right after this one. The link is in the description below. Today's episode is something every single person needs, whether you are a student, a working professional, or someone who just wants to speak confidently in daily life. Today we are talking about 10 phrases to start any English conversation confidently. Because here is the truth, the hardest part of any English conversation is not the middle. It is not the end. It is the very first sentence. That first moment when you open your mouth and need to say something. Most people go blank right there, right at the beginning. But after today, that will never happen to you again. Let's begin. Think about the last time you wanted to start a conversation in English. Maybe with your colleague at office. Maybe with a new person you met. Maybe in a group discussion or a presentation. What happened? Most people just stand there, waiting for the other person to speak first, because they don't know how to begin. And this is one of the biggest reasons people think their English is bad when actually, they just don't have the right starter phrases. Starting a conversation is like starting a car. You need the right key. Once the engine starts, everything else flows naturally. Today, I am giving you 10 keys, 10 starter phrases that work in every situation, in office meetings, in social events, in interviews, in daily life, everywhere. Let's go through all 10 together. After each phrase, I want you to repeat it out loud, not in your head, out loud. This is how your brain remembers it. Phrase number 1. Hey, I just wanted to say. This is perfect for starting any conversation with anyone, colleague, friend, stranger, anyone. It is casual, warm, and non-threatening. Use it like this. Hey, I just wanted to say your presentation today was really good. Or, hey, I just wanted to say I think your idea makes a lot of sense. Now you say it. Hey, I just wanted to say. Good. Phrase number 2. I've been meaning to ask you. This phrase makes the other person feel special, like you have been thinking about them. It creates instant connection. Use it like this. I've been meaning to ask you, how did you handle that difficult client last week? Or, I've been meaning to ask you, where did you learn to speak English so confidently? Your turn. I've been meaning to ask you. Phrase number 3. What do you think about? This is the most powerful conversation starter for meetings and group discussions. Why? Because everyone loves to share their opinion. When you ask someone what they think, they immediately want to talk. Use it like this. What do you think about this new project idea? Or, what do you think about working from home permanently? Say it with me. What do you think about? Phrase number 4. Can I ask you something? Simple, direct, respectful. This phrase works in every single situation. It gives the other person a moment to get ready before you ask your question. And it makes you sound very polite and professional. Use it like this. Can I ask you something? How long have you been working in this company? Or, can I ask you something? Which English learning method worked best for you? Repeat after me. Can I ask you something? Phrase number 5. I heard that. This is a fantastic conversation starter because it brings in outside information. It gives you and the other person something to talk about immediately. Use it like this. I heard that the company is planning to open a new office in Bangalore. Is that true? Or, I heard that you got promoted last month. Congratulations. Say it now. I heard that. We are halfway through. You are doing great. Keep repeating each phrase out loud. This is training your mouth and your brain at the same time. Phrase number 6. That reminds me of. This is brilliant for keeping a conversation going. When someone says something, you use this phrase to connect it to your own experience or a story. It makes conversations feel natural and flowing. Use it like this. That reminds me of the time I had to give a presentation in front of 50 people. My hands were shaking, but I just kept going. Or, that reminds me of something my manager told me last year. Repeat. That reminds me of. Phrase number 7. I completely agree with you and. Never just say yes in a professional conversation. It sounds weak. Instead, use this phrase. It shows you are listening, you understand, and you have something to add. Use it like this. I completely agree with you, and I think we should also consider the budget before making a final decision. Or, I completely agree with you, and actually I had the same experience last month. Say it with me. I completely agree with you and. Phrase number 8. To be honest with you. This phrase makes you sound genuine and trustworthy. People love honesty. When you start a sentence with this phrase, people lean in and listen more carefully. Use it like this. To be honest with you, I was really nervous about this meeting, but now I feel much better. Or, to be honest with you, I think we need more time to prepare for this project. Your turn. To be honest with you. Phrase number 9. That's actually a really good point. Use this when someone says something in a meeting or discussion. It shows respect. It shows you are actively listening, and it gives you a moment to think before you respond. Use it like this. That's actually a really good point. I hadn't thought about it from that angle before. Or, that's actually a really good point. Let me add something to that. Repeat after me. That's actually a really good point. And phrase number 10. If you don't mind me asking, this is the most polite conversation starter you will ever use. Use it before asking something personal or sensitive. It shows respect and maturity. Use it like this: if you don't mind me asking, how did you prepare for your job interview? Or, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you been learning English? Say it now. If you don't mind me asking. Excellent, you just learned all 10 phrases. Now let's do a quick practice. I will give you a situation. You pick the best phrase and say a full sentence. Ready? Situation 1. You are in an office meeting and your manager asks for feedback. You want to agree and add your own point. Use phrase 7. I completely agree with you, and I think we should also get feedback from the customers before we decide. Perfect. Situation 2. You meet a new colleague at lunch and you want to start a friendly conversation. Use phrase 1. Hey, I just wanted to say I really liked the way you handled that client call this morning. Natural, warm, confident. Situation 3. You are in a group discussion and someone makes a strong point. You want to respond without going blank. Use phrase 9. That's actually a really good point, and I think it connects to what our manager said last week about customer satisfaction. See how easy that is? You are not searching for words. You are just using the phrase and everything else follows naturally. This is exactly how confident English speakers think. They don't memorize every word. They memorize the starting phrases and the rest comes automatically. Now let's quickly go through all 10 one more time. Repeat each one after me. Hey, I just wanted to say, I've been meaning to ask you, what do you think about? Can I ask you something? I heard that. That reminds me of. I completely agree with you, and, to be honest with you, that's actually a really good point. If you don't mind me asking, you just said all 10 phrases out loud. Your brain has now heard them, processed them, and said them. That means they are already becoming part of your natural vocabulary. Here is your homework for today. Pick any 3 phrases from today's episode, just 3, and use each one in a real conversation this week. At office, at home, with a friend, anywhere. You don't have to use all 10 at once, just 3. That is enough to start building the habit. Because here is what I want you to remember: confidence in English does not come from studying more. It comes from speaking more. Every conversation you start, no matter how small, is making you stronger. Before I go, I want to say something important. Starting a conversation is an act of courage, especially in English when it is not your first language. So every single time you open your mouth and start a conversation in English, you should be proud of yourself. You are not just learning a language. You are building a new version of yourself, a bolder version, a more confident version. And that is exactly why you are here, on Speak Without Fear. So the next time you want to start a conversation, don't wait. Don't overthink. Just pick a phrase, open your mouth, and begin. Because the world needs to hear what you have to say, in English, confidently, without fear. This was episode 2 of Speak Without Fear, 10 phrases to start any English conversation confidently. If this episode helped you, please share it with one person in your life who needs this right now. Maybe a friend who is nervous about their English. Maybe a family member. Maybe a colleague. One share from you could change someone's life. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a Today episode. Next episode, we are talking about the most common English mistakes every beginner makes and exactly how to fix them. It is going to be very eye-opening and very practical. You do not want to miss it. Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking, and always, always speak without fear. See you next video.